Tetris is probably one of my favorite franchises out there. There are so many great games. You have Tetris DS, Puyo Tetris, Tetris 99, Tetris Effect, the soundtrack for Tetris on the CDI. I could list every version of Tetris, and odds are I'd find something positive about all of them. I'm a Tetris nerd, so I had to take a look back at two most famous and iconic versions of Tetris, the Game Boy and NES versions, and also Tetris DX because why not? How was Tetris created? It was created by Alexei Pajitnov in 1984 in Soviet Russia. He named it Tetris to combine the word tetra, meaning four, and the sport tennis because he liked tennis. Not exactly an insane history, but still a cool and simplified version of it. First up, let's discuss the Game Boy release. The Game Boy release is probably one of the most iconic games in the Game Boy. Why? Well, the Game Boy was portable, so having a quick and simple game to easily pick up and play was genius. It was also included with all Game Boys, helping boost the amount of people who actually played the game. I can see why this is one of the most iconic Game Boy games. While it's missing a lot of great features like pressing up on the D-pad to drop a piece, or being able to hold the piece, the basic foundation of Tetris was established. This is the only version of Tetris I had available to me. I would probably play this for hours. Graphically, the game doesn't look awful. Sometimes the controls feel stiff compared to later entries in the series, but honestly I didn't get too bothered by that. Game A is the superior way to play, by the way. Game A is pretty much marathon mode, and I only play Tetris in marathon mode. I don't know, Game B just did nothing for me. But what if I told you this version of Tetris has a home console port that is better in every way? Well, introducing Tetris NES. It's just Tetris on the Game Boy, but with more music, slightly better controls, and better graphics. So if you played Tetris Game Boy, you've played Tetris NES. But honestly, I found this version way more enjoyable. I ended up playing it for way longer than I expected. Granted, it's not the best version of Tetris, or even the best Tetris game I own, but it's a good game. Next up, we've got a game that is pretty much identical to Tetris Game Boy and Tetris NES. Tetris DX. So, Tetris DX was a launch title for the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color had a pretty awful launch lineup, but Tetris DX was a great addition. Compare this game to Tetris Game Boy, and the idea of having Tetris on the go and in color was probably a great deal of the time, especially considering how iconic Tetris is. Funny story, when I first went to play Tetris DX, it was in black and white, so I played it like that. Honestly, playing this game in black and white was really weird, considering its whole selling point was having color, but then I fixed it and played it in color. Honestly, this could be my favorite version of Tetris I played for this video. It's simple, yet to the point. The colors pop so much here. The color palette used here appealed to me way more than the one for Tetris Game Boy or Tetris NES did, and other than that, there's pretty much no differences. Overall, none of the Tetris games I looked at today are the best the series has to offer in my opinion, but taking a look back at some of the early entries in the series has given me more appreciation for later additions in the series, such as holding a piece, the ghost piece that shows you where your piece will land, pressing up on the D-pad to instantly drop a piece. But these games demonstrate to me how Tetris is built off of a solid foundation. Even at its basics, Tetris is addicting and has so much to enjoy. But I wouldn't recommend starting here. If you've never played Tetris, you should. Tetris is probably one of the most consistent and iconic series in gaming, and Tetris Game Boy and Tetris NES definitely helped establish that. I mean, Tetris DX also exists, and all it did was help prove the worth of Game Boy Color, but it's okay, we still love it. Well, for now, I'm Fuse, signing out.